Welcome back to the South Mountain area region of Pennsylvania, and today we are at Pine Grove Furnace State Park, one of my favorite areas, and we're up here at Laurel Lake. The reason we're here today is we want to explore the hiking trail that's behind me that is on the old railroad bed of the South Mountain Railroad. The South Mountain Railroad was put in the 1870s and connected this area over to Carlisle, and we're connected over in Carlisle. It connected to the Cumberland Valley Railroad. This is a beautiful area to hike, and so what I wanted to do is just come up here and just share the experience with you so you can see how beautiful this area is. Now, where I am parked right now is at the Pole Steeple Trail parking area. This is where the ice house was constructed, and we have another video that talks about the ice house and the importance of it to this area. The ice house, though, was built here at this area, burnt down twice. I think the last time it was here, though, till about 1915, which is the last time it was burnt down. So it played a really important role. So this road up here, which is the Railroad Bed Road, is a beautiful hiking trail, beautiful area to bicycle, and I just want to share this a little bit with you so you can see how wonderful this area is. Now, the old Railroad Bed Road, and that's the section of the old South Mountain Railroad that is in Pine Grove Furnace that we are on today, from start to finish is about 2 miles long. It begins up at Pine Grove Road near Laurel Lake, where we are, and then it continues down almost to Fuller Lake. As you can see as we walk here, the area is absolutely beautiful. We are here in the end of February right now, so things have not started coming back to life, but you'll just see how beautiful the area is no matter what time of the year you're able to come up and visit. Once the railroad was completed here to Pine Grove Furnace, it really marked the first time that passengers and freight could reach this area rather than on foot or horseback or by wagon over some very rough terrain over the mountain on dirt roads. So it played a very important role in the development of this area. Item I came across during my research was this pass or ticket that somebody was issued for the South Mountain Railroad, and it was at this point part of the Gettysburg and Harrisburg Railroad, and it kind of makes you think back as to who had this. You can see the name there, but why did they have it? Was it for work? Was it for pleasure? Was it for who knows what it was for? But in 1888. And it's kind of an interesting piece of history that we can see, which kind of reminds us of the people that did travel over these railroad beds that we now so often hike on. One interesting thing that I found is on the back of the ticket are the conditions, or I guess today we'd say the disclaimers. And it says here, the person accepting this pass or ticket, they assume all risk for accidents, and that the company is not liable under any circumstances for any injury, for any loss or damage for their baggage. So again, this, back in 1888, they did their best to make things safe, but as we know, the conditions weren't always the best. So just a beautiful piece of history here that we can see here. Here's a personal image of something that someone used as they traveled this railroad, very possibly traveling on the same path that we are hiking on today. And again, just look at how beautiful this whole area is. It's just an area that if you're just want to go for a quick non-strenuous hike, or bicycle ride, this is really a wonderful place to come. So this area of Pine Grove Furnace State Park, where we are here up at Laurel Lake, and this is the Mountain Creek. This is where the South Mountain Railroad came in and served the purposes of the furnace for many, many years. Being able to provide supplies, also to provide, at one point there was this was kind of a park where people would come up here to the dance pavilion and also to a carousel area, if I remember correctly. It was kind of a nice area where they tried to bring more people from the area up to explore this beautiful area. So we're going to walk back up here again to where the South Mountain Railroad bed was. But again, this is just a beautiful hiking area. And as you're hiking or bicycling the old railroad bed here in Pine Grove Furnace on the South Mountain Railroad, if you think back to the history of where you're walking and why this path is here, if you let your imagination get away from you, you can almost hear the train whistle of the many trains that came through this area over to Pine Grove Furnace to bring passengers, to bring freight, to be able to connect this beautiful area over to Carlisle at the Cumberland Valley Railroad. Again, thank you for joining me on this beautiful hike here at Pine Grove Furnace State Park as we explore the South Mountain Railroad and where the railroad used to come through. And today, of course, the railroad is no longer here, but being able to hike this area just reminds us of the importance of the South Mountain Railroad to this area, what it did, and just the history of all the many people who came before us. So again, thank you for joining me, and I look forward to the next time where we can come and explore the beauty of Pennsylvania. Thank you.